We're
I want to play a game.
They're here.
Here's Johnny.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho.
And when you're down here with me,
You float down!
Like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to Friday the 14th podcast. I am the 4K bad guy.
I am Mr. Fuentes.
I am Juan, the real Juan.
I'm Franco, the Imusua one.
The Imusua.
Imusua.
The Umasul.
The
The
evil
guest.
Samoan.
The lovely guest of the day.
Samoan.
A reunion
Of sorts.
of sorts. Of sorts.
Before we fully start, my daughter's in the background, so if y'all hear background noise, bear with us. I'll try and mute my mic as much as I can.
The secret is he doesn't really have a daughter, and that's just a ghost.
Oh,
It's a CJ. Okay, how's everyone doing? Doing good? Doing fine?
it's a wonderful Wednesday.
Doing
Just
just
fine.
fine.
Fuentes, your newest podcast, episode 0, just dropped today.
It did. Lots of stuff we're talking about with the. I still not even get the full title yet because it's like this long.
The deep
it's
dive to the
into
upside down.
upside down. Yeah, no, it was a fun episode.
Was there any spoilers?
Lots.
Kind of. Yeah, actually, there are lots. It was basically talking about that whole first volume, and then what our theories are on who's possibly going to die, in a few days, actually.
Someone's gonna die? What the fuck, man? It's a big spoiler.
I mean, I don't know. It's a guessing spoiler, but it's a well-educated guessing.
It's a prediction
spoiler.
that it's guaranteed someone's gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
I have some big confession to make. I've never seen a full episode of Stranger Things, and after seeing Fuentes with his post and all that stuff about Stranger Things, I have a few days off coming up, and I think I might try to dig in and just fully binge all 4 seasons.
Don't do it. Don't do
Goddamn.
it.
Do it?
All
Don't do
4
it.
seasons gonna binge.
Don't do it.
No.
You'll figure out why I love this man so much.
I've just always been leery on episodes or TV shows that are like that just get so much hype, and over the 4 seasons that have been put out, I don't know, I'm a little leery. I was like that with The Walking Dead. I didn't get into The Walking Dead until year 5.
Year
And
5.
then- yeah, and then the 3 seasons were epic, and then season 4 and 5, I'm just I'm done, and I never finished it.
Yeah, same thing happened to me with Walking Dead. But Walking Dead was kind of weird. It was one of those like the way my cousin explained it. I remember watching the first 2 episodes, and I was like, man, this thing ain't shit. And then he was just like, well, how many episodes you watch? And I was like, 2. And he's like, dude, it doesn't get good till the ending of the 3rd episode. And then it's just all crazy after that. And I was just like, it's like, okay, he's like, so you have to get to the ending of the 3rd episode. And if you still don't like it, then don't watch it anymore. And then I did. And I was like, all right. I'll go to the 4th. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of how Stranger Things is, to be honest. The first couple of episodes are a little bit of a slow burn, but once it gets into the minutia of it, it's okay. Every season, it's just bam, bam, right in the kisser, bam, right in the kisser, bam, right in the kisser.
It sounds like me explaining The Office to people.
Oh yeah, I
That's
don't
how-
even watch that.
That's how Chucky was,
Just
the
kidding.
first season of Chucky. So
Oh, since we're just throwing out shows, might as well just throw out a watch Bates Motel.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's just good. All the way through.
But today, we're reviewing 13 Ghosts from 2001. It is episode 13. So,
Ooh,
13 Ghosts, 13 on 13.
13 on 13. Was that
And-
planned?
It was. Also, 13 is like one of my favorite numbers. So, and then it's like what the bad guy gets his shoes these episodes for both 13 episodes.
I thought 23 was your favorite number, being a big Dr. Pepper guy.
That is one of my favorite. Well, essentially any number with 3 is my favorite number, but
How about 103?
103 it could be.
Actually, any number that's a number is my favorite number.
number 0.
That's Franco's favorite number.
It accidentally happened with episode 0, honestly. Like, I was thinking back about that today. I was like, man, every episode has an episode 0 except for wrestling tacos.
We're gonna start an episode -1.
Episode negative.
-1.
-7.
-7. Are we going backwards? Alrighty. You want to get into this movie here? We're gonna jump right into
Yeah.
spoiler-free synapse. So when Billy Ray Cyrus Criticos, a very rich collector of unique things, dies, he leaves his house, fortune, his prized collection of ghosts. I'm pretty sure that's just the shortened version of that synopsis. And as far as some cast, we have Tony Tony Shalhoub, okay. I just know him as Monk.
Monk, yeah.
Shannon Elizabeth, which we know from American Pie and Jack Frost.
Nadia.
M. Beth Davids. We have Matthew Lillard, of course. I mean, Shaggy. Also from Scream.
Dang, he also made that song about banging on the bathroom floor.
It wasn't me. We have Alec Roberts, Jr. Bourne or J.R. Bourne. Raw Digga.
I don't think that's her real name.
That's just a stage name. That's a
if
weird
it is,
name.
I'm really surprised.
Like, did you say? What'd you say? No, it's Digga. F. Murray Abraham, who plays Cyrus, I believe, and then you got Matthew Harrison. As far as the director, we have Steve Beck. That's essentially all we have for our cast and crew, unless Juan spotted something.
No.
Or anyone else spotted.
You know what made me laugh about the cast? Matthew Lillard is in it. He was in Scream. And then Shannon Elizabeth played Kathy, and she was in the parody of Scream, Scary Movie. Found that hilarious that they're both in it. So at first I thought she was the chick from Scream. I was like, is that Rowan or what's her name? McGowan. But I was like, oh no, it's the other one from Scary Movie.
Buffy.
Yeah.
And then Steve Beck directed Ghost Ship. Nick, I know Ghost Ship was also on one of your is on a list of movies for you. I know you like Ghost Ship.
30,000 Stones.
I was actually going to mention that he directed Ghost Ship because it has one of the most epic intros to a movie, a horror movie, which is pretty cool.
Oh, sweet. Spoiler-free rating. This is a remake. Just little fun facts of a movie from the 1960. Same thing, 13 Ghosts. But as far as rating, I'm gonna go with a generous 4.
Dang. Are we going to circle? Am I next?
Set my tone.
I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
4 as well.
Franco coming with a 1.5.
1.5. Negative.
When I was younger, I used to watch the hell of this movie a lot, and it had some nostalgia for me.
Nostalgia.
Did it hold up though? I have to give it a solid 4 as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I was close to 3.5, but then it got my attention again.
That was Matthew Lillard for you. I mean,
Hell yeah, it's
Shaggy,
Matthew Lillard.
Ultra Instinct.
I'm about to beat him in October. I'm fucking excited.
Nice.
Man, should get my copy of this signed or Scream or
Don't you
Scooby Doo.
You have no Ghostface NECA figure?
I don't have it in box. I have my. Well, I actually have the cloth figure hanging on my wall.
I have the box one. The box is damaged a little bit. I'm like, fuck it, I'll probably still get it signed. I want to get the Funko Pop, but that one's already going for a whole bunch.
So much stuff you can get signed by him. It's Shaggy though.
There's some Scooby Doo trading cards that I actually want to find and
get
signed, or get to a new one of those. One of the two.
You have
First
to
ever.
Are you gonna gamble it and like try to have you open it in front of them and hope a Shaggy card pops out?
It was either that or as a backup just in case. There was also like a Scream coin card that I found online on Mercari that I was gonna buy with it. So in case I don't pull a Shaggy, I'll be like, you can still sign this.
He'll do a photo with you, right? Is it one of those things where you sign up and pay for a photo? You should.
Yeah, I usually don't do the photos though.
You should have him do the sign.
You should have.
If we do the woo, we usually get it. So I just screenshot it.
You should have him hug you too. Do a hugging pose.
You should just make out with him.
Just got to the point.
Definite, yeah.
Spoiler warning, guys. Check it out now on Netflix, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, or any streaming rental services.
The hell's a VHS?
It's you know what a VHS is. Come on. But yeah, I showed up my Blu-ray. They have the Scream Factory edition, the nice little artwork. It's nice.
I think this movie's on Netflix too.
Yeah. I should have just watched it on Netflix, easier access, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna pop in. But yeah, I want to check that out.
Hell yeah.
What'd you guys think of the opening junkyard scene? Did you like how Matthew Lillard was introduced as the psychic?
That's a good opening scene.
Something that doesn't get used a lot are those nice opening credits with the creepy music in the background. It kind of reminded me of like a little Halloween H2O opening.
Junkyard. Reminded me of like an episode of Ed, Ed and Eddie when they're hanging around the junkyard. It was a cool opening. They're like capturing ghosts, or like, I don't know, the first thing that popped in my mind was like capturing Pokemon and stuff.
Gotta catch them all.
Pokemon.
Yeah, buddy. No, it definitely was a very good grotesque intro, with lots of violence, which is what we love, right?
And movies and sex on TV.
Huh?
Whoa.
Nothing. I thought we were singing the intro for Family Guy.
Oh. No, it was really fun. Cool. I really liked the whole setup. Like, I was looking at the budget for this movie. It was $42 million. And I was just like, I wonder if they really built all the like walls and everything in the movie, like all the glass things. Like if that was something like actually built like a maze so they can run through and do, or was it like FX, graphic effects? It looks all real, so it's just like the house looked really badass. Except for obviously the mechanical like twisting thing.
Moving around.
Pretty sure that was like CGI, but everything else looked pretty, straight up. I was thoroughly impressed by all that stuff.
Yeah, especially when you get introduced like to the actual house. Like you said, everything looks really, really good. The house itself is like its own character, and I think that was one of the most important things that the movie had to just produce and make everything look. And I haven't seen this movie in years, so I was like I loved it, years ago. So going into it, kind of like Franco said, I'm kind of leery on how it might age in my mind. But the way everything looked, the house, the ghost, it looked good.
Yeah, I mean,
Imagine living in that house.
Oh boy.
No
Like,
privacy.
I like the house and everything, but yeah, it's one of the things. Like, I mean, it's supposed to be set out in
What's
supposed
the
to be out of
stop?
nowhere.
Again,
I see you.
10 times a day. Damn it!
No, you don't. You don't see me. This is that one ghost chick.
Shut the door
Getting
behind you.
Were you downstairs staring at the ghost chick again?
Oh boy. Man, that house was like made me feel very claustrophobic. just like
I think like I think what's really cool, which like pretty much what sells me with a lot of movies, is like there's a countdown, and like this movie had like its own countdown kind of going through. Like you saw the levers going down, you knew each time a lever went down, a new door got opened somewhere. So like pretty much like if you want to entertain me, you need a countdown and something to happen at the end. Like
it's
and
like an
I'll
elimination
watch
chamber.
it. Huh?
Elimination chamber, like in wrestling.
Yeah, like pretty much. I mean, it's just
Or like Saw.
yeah, like those kind of things like are epic because you're like, shit, are they gonna make it? Are they not gonna make it? Like, you get all hyped and you get all into it. I think that was one of the fun factors about this movie that I enjoyed. Kind of like Juan was saying too. I didn't really think about it, but like, the house was its own character and stuff like that, and it makes sense. Like it had its own purpose. It had its own look. It had its own feel. It moved around. It closed. It opened. It was like, it was really. I didn't even think about it. Maybe to me, that's what makes a movie good is you don't even think about stuff that happens, but it's happening all around you. Yeah, I mean, he's completely right. It was its own character, and it's pretty
Do you
crazy.
guys have like a favorite ghost throughout the whole movie? Like just the one that kept popping up. We'll leave the nude ghost out of it.
Yeah, popping up, that's for sure.
Well, yeah.
I'll name one off, like the big muscular like black dude who had like the nail stuck
The
in
hammer?
him throughout the hammer guy. Yeah, that one was pretty creepy. Freaked me out.
Did
You
you ever
don't go.
see the hammer? Oh yeah, we did.
At his hand. The jackal is probably one of my favorite ones. The one with the cage head.
The jackal, yeah, was probably also my favorite. I did like the jock with the bat, which I thought was kind of funny too, just because like the prince, and it's just like whenever you're in high school and you're the quotation marks king of the high school or prince or it's like they found a loophole for that because there's no modern day princes, so they're like, oh well, we can like finagle it by making him like the jock, the prince of high school or whatever. I thought that was interesting that they did that. That's how they, I guess, worked around the whole because they needed to get all the different types of ghosts.
So there's the prince and then there's the princess, which is the nude girl. I think it's called the angry princess.
The angry princess, yeah. But yeah, I mean, to me too, that was another thing that was what we were talking about earlier about like, does it stand up to the test of time? Watching this, it's almost a 20-year-old movie, or it is a 20-year-old movie at this point. And to me, that's I talk about this a lot. Like when you use actual, like real makeup effects and build your own props and everything, like it's gonna stand up because it's not gonna look cheesy. Because when they try to use that CGI in the beginning, like that's what makes everything look cheesy. Trying to make everything, trying to use all the new technology. Whenever we have perfectly good makeup artists and people that can make things look real to our eyes. Once things start looking real to our eyes, we kind of start being like, that was cheesy. That was weird. But no, I mean, everything held up. I was actually pretty impressed too. Like all the scenes where like the bodies were lifting up and they kept like flashing between like ghosts holding them and ghosts not holding them. Like it just was really cool. Like how they had to have shot that. Like that had to be like perfectly executed for it to work properly. To blend the footage together for that. So it's just really cool. I really enjoyed this movie. Like just thinking about how they made it too was a real fun part of the movie as well. I guess because what we do, we review movies, so now I analyze them a lot more.
Kind of seeing like how, since we all gave it a 4, what's the one thing that probably stopped us from giving this like a perfect score?
The fact that they didn't explain the beginning, you know, like there was a few people killed, I think. Wasn't the that couple? They didn't explain anything about that. Or how he got away with faking his own death.
Yeah.
Or like why they even killed. I mean, they kind of killed that guy to get his book, I guess. They talk about that later. Oh, that was another thing I want to mention that I liked about the movie was like the intro. They did like, you know, they showed the guy and it was kind of going around a room and you can hear like what's going on in the background. Slowly, this guy's like life is falling apart. You hear about the fire and the wife dying and, you know, everything in between. But that was like literally like a minute and a half, maybe, you know, but they did a perfect backstory for a character. Like they didn't have to flesh it all out and have someone talk about it or even it actually happen in front of you. They just kind of did a quick, like, okay, now you know who these main characters are and what they just went through. And they did a really good job of that. I thought that was really cool. I think that's hard for directors to do sometimes is to flesh out a backstory and not have to waste so much of the viewer's time to do that. I think they did a really good job of that.
I kind of feel the same about the beginning. Like if there's one thing that kind of held me back from giving this movie just a perfect score, it would be the opening like plot hole, and then maybe just the ending. Like with how perfect the middle of the film is, Act 2 and the beginning of Act 3, I feel like the ending kind of just left me like flat on my back. Like, you know what I mean? Like I the movie was building and building so high, and then the ending was kind of just blah. I don't know. But I loved Matthew Lillard's, you know, message to the dad played by Tony Shalhoub. I loved the message because it had meaning. So any movie that has a good meaning to it with a good story, I always, you know, highly praise. But I just feel like the ending, the end all be all, like the little torture rat device thing, I didn't really care too much for that. I don't know how you guys feel about that. The CGI little cage ball.
The cage ball.
However you,
The X Games, I don't know though.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the thing that was at the very end with the kids trapped in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it was all right, I guess. Like, I guess to me too, it's just like you're kind of saying, they built up like this giant thing, you know, basically they're opening up the gates of hell in a sense. And obviously that wasn't going to happen, but like a big party is like, but what did the inside of that eye look like? Like, could we have gotten more of a peek of what was behind that eye, you know?
So you know what that made me think of is a few weeks ago when we did Hellraiser. I was like, it kind of made me have the same feeling of Hellraiser at the end of Hellraiser with the box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I
was kind of hoping. What was his name? Tony Monk.
Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub. He's got lube. I was kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping that he got cut when he jumped into that blade ball. I mean, he's got really lucky he didn't get cut up. Just as far as the ending, it was kind of like it's like, damn it, why do you let on like a super light note, like the babysitter, like, oh, that's it, I quit.
What do you guys think about the bloody bath scene where Shannon Elizabeth was like getting ready to get in the bath, but like she didn't see the ghost, and you just see the bloody
Just
ghost
playing with the
sitting there,
water.
like, yeah, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, that was an interesting scene.
Visually,
The ghost is like, "Bitch, you're taking up all the hot blood."
it's hilarious watching that. Just like watches there, like in a tub, the blood and everything. I think I just like the whole like the uh the area, how it's all bloodied up. It says, what does it say? I'm sorry on the
Sorry.
floor. Not
So
because
I,
not because the girl's nude or anything, but just like the way it looks visually.
I had the subtitles were on during the Netflix watching. And I was too lazy to go click them off, but like during the scenes with her, I guess there's a faint echo in the background or a faint sound that just said "I'm sorry," which I could never actually hear it say "I'm sorry," but apparently she was saying that repetitively every time her scenes were on, which I didn't really understand personally. Like was supposed to be the type of girl that's just like, oops, I'm sorry, oops, I'm sorry. Like she just stabbed you and she was sorry about
Or
it,
klutz.
but she really wasn't sorry about it. Like, I don't know. It was kind of weird since she was supposed to be the angry princess. Um that's one of the things I didn't really get. Like, I guess kind of like Juan said too, if about the what didn't make it a perfect five, like maybe if we got like a little more backstory of each, like maybe slight more to get to know like each ghost and its purpose, kind of like maybe it would have piqued my interest a little more, or something.
So what would you have rather had? Would you have rather taken the entire opening away and started with, the dad and how down on his luck he was? Because if you say you take the first 10 minutes away, maybe you could use that 10 minutes for a little bit more backstory of each ghost, or do you feel like the movie needed that opening scene?
Well, you wouldn't have understood
Cyrus.
Matthew Lillard's whole being an electrician, but then I mean it would be more of a surprise than a
Right.
not know. Like, I mean, you're right. If without that opening scene, you wouldn't even know anything. You would just be like, oh, that's Matthew Lillard. He must play a bigger role than what he's playing right now as an electrician.
Right.
And you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, you wouldn't really understand that he was like on the inside, because they explained his role like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, you don't really need his role to be explained that many times, because you have his opening scene, and then he's the electrician, and then Tony Shalhoub and the family finds out who he is and why he's there, and then you kind of get a little bit more of his backstory when you find out that he was owed like so much money.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, even though Matthew Lillard is great and he was a huge vital role in this movie, his role is explained like at least 2.5 times, really.
You're a psychic. Be a psychic.
To where if you just explain it in the middle of the movie, it's more of a surprise, like you said, to the audience. They're like, oh, he's in on it the whole time. Plus, he's kind of like
the one who caused all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been more of a twist. Maybe even that would give it that extra 0.5, 4.5. Oh, they threw a twist at us.
Well, he had a heel turn. I don't know. Maybe this person's the girl who just comes out of nowhere. The one that was trying to be all in love with the Cyrus.
Yeah, like I mean, y'all are proving a good point. Without that first half, like none of it, like all the rest of the movie could easily be explained. With maybe even flashbacks, like showing like the husband getting killed or something like that really fast from some kind of experiment or going to capture a ghost. The same exact scene just as a flashback, like he killed my husband, so I'm here for revenge.
Because even in that 10 minutes, that first 10 minutes, you already hear of the 13th ghost, and you're still kind of like wondering like who, what, when. Just give me 12 ghosts at the beginning of the movie, and then we can randomly find that 13th ghost in the middle, in the end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, they had started off with the like showing how the wife died, and just seeing how Tony's character is going through it. was like a burning going on, right?
Mm-hmm. The house caught on fire.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would have been cool that way too.
This is more of a personal question, other than just like about. It's kind of about the movie. If you guys had the ability to buy those glasses and wear them throughout the day, not knowing what you might see, would you buy them?
Yes. Who wouldn't?
And I'll only say maybe like who wouldn't, because I'm going to get a little dark and twisted here. I'm like, what if you saw somebody you knew or had known? You know, it's always that's always the possibility of putting on something like that. So
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
Well, that's always the theory, you know, with
Go ghost hunting, man.
with
Make a whole YouTube channel based on it.
with real people that do, you know, these types of things, or not real people, but when you watch movies and stuff like that, they basically say, you know, once you cross into that realm and you give them attention, they won't ever leave you alone again. So, yeah, that would suck, because you'd be like, oh shit, they're all. Oh, I'm gonna take these. Oh, you know, I saw you. Oh, now I'm gonna get fucked with forever. That's great.
Put the glasses on. I thought this was just like the shades from They Live.
What? These are just 4K glasses?
So
Ghost, I didn't know. I swear, I didn't even see you.
Are you able to see the nude ghost with these glasses?
well, you can see any nude ghost you want.
Oh, any one you want.
I'm like, oh, there's. You put on the glasses. There's old dead Uncle Henry. I haven't seen him in like 10 years. You know. There's a reason he was well endowed. You say, you know.
What if these glasses give you the ability to see stuff in movies that aren't supposed to be there, like they filmed around it, but there's like some hidden ghosts in the background. It's like, damn, these glasses are something. Seeing extra stuff.
It's pretty dark. Like,
dude, that would be a trippy ass movie. Like, what if you film like a movie, right? And you put like a type of like UV film on top of that film, so anytime like people got thrown and stuff like that, you wouldn't see it until you wore these glasses, and then you would see all the ghosts doing the ghostly shit. Like, wow,
ghostly shit.
Ghostly shit.
Yeah.
What kind of Scooby snacks you got over there?
Dude, I was watching Matthew Lillard too much.
Yeah. Oh, that scene where they talk about splitting up. God, Scooby Doo.
Let's talk about the kid for a little bit.
Fuck that kid, man.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
That's the tagline for the movie. Fuck that kid.
Move your fucking scooter, man.
I'm not a fan of kids in horror movies. You know, Pet Sematary a few weeks ago. So this guy, you know, I just wasn't a fan. Are you guys a fan of kids in horror movies, or? Well, we obviously know Franco's opinion.
Haley Joel Osment, maybe.
It's usually, for me, I never judge kid actors too hard. You know, it's just like either they're like, I'm like, damn, I'm really impressed, or he's just a freaking kid.
Was this one impressed? Were you impressed?
No, it was just a freaking kid.
Just a freaking kid.
Doing freaking kid things.
Where'd you find this guy?
Obviously, he doesn't listen. His mom told him to turn around like 5 times.
Found him in the back of a JCPenney. They gave him a scooter, and he did it for free.
It was his hairstyle. Your hairstyle fits the mode. So stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
You had mentioned earlier, like, about the backstories of these ghosts, that they should have gone to that. I mean, I've seen it around the internet where they post a meme that they talk about, like, they should make a Netflix series surrounding that, which is like an interesting idea.
Or even, just the going back and the capturing of each ghost. Like, you know, basically it's a villain story the whole time, because you already know, you know, he's a bad guy, but you can see how he tricked Matthew Lillard into being part of his partnership. I mean, even in the movie, you know, Matthew Lillard's character, what's his name in the movie?
Dennis.
Dennis. Dennis felt like that rich guy was his friend. You know, he even said like he was my friend. He accepted me for who I was. You know, that would still be an interesting part in a Netflix series to see how he duped this guy into believing that he was his friend and things like that. I mean, it has a real good opportunity to be a Netflix show.
I'm only watching if Matthew Lillard comes back.
Yeah. They have de-aging stuff now. Y'all saw Dr. Octavius.
He looks sexy in that way. I'm wondering. No, I was gonna say they didn't use that Tobey Maguire, but he had to age. Where was it going with that? I was saying it's kind of like a similar thing, like for a Marvel movie, like it'd be cool to see Captain America going for the Infinity Stones, returning them.
Yeah, that'd be a fun little series. I guess some things are just left for speculation and imagination.
Imagination.
They're gonna be making these things, and we're gonna be getting pissed off. Why the fuck did you make this?
You didn't you want it? You said it on the podcast. I said a lot of things on the podcast.
Right? What? It's produced by Netflix. Man, it's gonna suck.
The fuck, Michael Bay is doing this?
Why does everything keep exploding?
Explosions. I bet one had an explosion in his pants.
Whoa.
Call you out on the spot, man.
During the scene with the guy that was wrapped in cellophane. The guy who was wrapped in sandwich wrap.
Sandwich wrap? The torso?
The torso was wrapped in cellophane. He looked like a big old piece of meat you're getting ready to throw on the barbecue.
It was girthy.
It was girthy. That black guy was girthy. Hammer was girthy.
He really knew how to put it down.
He knows himself.
Yeah, he nailed it.
That hammer.
The hammer. It's called Hammer for a reason.
Something on my leg.
I'd say as far as favorite scenes as kills, I think Matthew Lillard was a pretty darn good one. Especially since he saw it, he envisioned like, oh shit, I'm gonna die pretty soon in the movie, and then it plays out.
But like how cool was his just his mannerisms, like when he I mean obviously he's an actor, but when he saw that vision of him dying in his head, like the movie turned really quick from him like kind of just joking around trying to get out of there to like, whoa, like this shit's serious, I'm not lasting too much longer. And at that point I had to pause it for a little bit. I'm like, that's some deep feeling, that's some good shit.
And he gets hit in the back with the hammer, and then the Juggernaut, which I don't know, I feel like that name fits more of the hammer character. It's like when I hear Juggernaut, I think of like a big, I don't know. But yeah.
The lawyer split scene was pretty cool.
It's pretty funny because he just sort of split and his eyes is just making an expression like, oh. Sounds impossible.
You know what was even cooler? The lawyer split joke. Just a little bit later. What happened to the lawyer? Did he split? I was like, dang, y'all went there. You really went there.
What about you guys? Did you guys have any other favorite deaths? Kills.
Was there that many kills?
There's what, 3? Was there just 3?
Yeah, I think there was only 3. All right, the lawyer, Matthew Lillard, and the rich guy.
And the girl, the assistant to the rich guy.
Oh, the assistant.
Her sacrifice.
Yeah, she got sacrificed.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. But
it's like, bitch, I don't love you.
When Matthew Lillard came back, I love that. He was just there cleaning his glasses.
Yeah.
Just there.
Just standing there being the 13th ghost, man.
Face turn of the century.
What we're waiting for. Like, there it is. There's the 13th ghost.
Smack.
I guess you had to, jump into the eye for love or something? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Juan. The ending could have been a little... I don't know how you would have ended it, though. Like, what would
We're not there yet.
you know, that wouldn't have made it. You know.
How did the nanny survive? Like, where did she hide? Because like that whole place was like torn down, burned down.
Yeah, that thing exploded right in her face.
Right in her face.
Like she was invincible.
That's why she needed a raise, bro.
Nannies do ungodly things, you know.
The nanny.
The nanny.
She was a
Mrs.
terrible
Doubtfire.
nanny.
She was trying to get her own spinoff show.
Worst.
On Nickelodeon.
Like I would have fired her a long time ago.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even watch the kids.
No. I wouldn't even have moved her in with. I wouldn't even have moved her in with the family. Like,
What the hell?
Right?
We're moving into this $1 million glass home.
She's like,
This
which
gonna
one's gonna
be
be
my-
my room?
It's like, oh, you fired. I'm getting a real maid.
I don't get paid enough for this shit. It's like, damn.
Where she gave us a line from Lethal Weapon. I'm getting too old for this shit. Are you? Get in the
Turns
kitchen
out-
and make some Lunchables now.
Make some lunch bowls. They're already pre-made.
I want homemade Lunchables.
Oh shit.
What'd you guys think of Cyrus? Like, I know he wasn't in the movie very, very long.
He was a
but,
fucking dick.
He was a dick. He was a big dick. I mean, he
But-
was a dick, yeah.
He was
But
a
I like
girthy
how
dick.
I like how girthy. I like how he faked his death though.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty. I thought he was at least a very well put together villain.
Yeah, he was pretty savage. I
Yeah.
mean, he could have had the girl, but he's like, oh nah, I don't need that shit.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like, I mean, not really a plot hole, but that's one of the things too. Like, he faked his own death, but like, you're gonna fake your own death, but then still have like the cut mark and all the same clothes
Try to
on.
play it off.
This is days later, man. I don't know
Just
how
got-
many days. If it was the very next day, I don't know.
I mean, I guess ghosts just die in their clothes, so he had to play that role.
I mean, maybe that's what it was too. Like maybe he was trying to like play himself off as being a ghost because they had the glasses on, so he'd catch him by surprise if he
Yes.
stayed in his same get up. But
Yeah,
So they took off the glasses. Like, oh, it's game time.
he's like, you son of a bitch, I never liked you. Yeah, when he was doing the counting, he's like, oh, well, numbers don't add up.
At least the glasses have actual, like, you know, glass particles in them. They could have had the Dudley Boy glasses, and there's no like
The Dudley Boys,
there's no lenses
tape.
in them.
the Franco glasses.
hell yeah. So there's any big dislikes from this movie?
Dislikes.
The only thing I dislike is the way they did my boy Matthew Lillard.
I liked. I go ahead.
It needed more Matthew Lillard. That's all I'm gonna say.
I like that you brought that up because you could almost how would this movie have looked if you switched Tony Shalhoub and Matthew Lillard? Matthew Lillard to me is more of a he's more of a believable good guy and Tony Shalhoub could have been a better fit for the bad electrician guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think if you
Yeah.
flip those two, maybe that would have been a little bit.
I mean,
But I honestly really have to nitpick this movie to find out things I dislike about it, like big dislikes.
I did enjoy Tony Shalhoub's acting in it.
I can
Yeah,
agree with that.
it was a little dry.
Yeah,
He's a good side character. I don't think he makes for a good main character.
I've never watched Monk because of him.
because so.
As soon as I see his face, I just turn it off.
Yeah, he's a good.
Oh
side,
shit! It's Monk again.
he's a good side piece. Like if any of the big movies he's in, like Men in Black, he's a good side person.
It was a man block.
He's the alien who gets his head shut off and then it
And it grows it back.
Yeah.
You're right.
So yeah, I would agree with that. Like I would take him away and put
Mm.
Matthew Lillard in that main piece.
I don't know, but I like Matthew Lillard as a bad guy too. Freddie Prinze Jr. He could be. Matthew Lillard was pretty good Ghostface, so.
Or bring in the other Ghostface. I always Ulrich.
Skeet Ulrich. Yeah, he's cool too. It just reprises his role from The Craft. I mean, also dislikes. I don't know. Maybe they probably could have been. They probably could have done more with the ghost. Really, if, like there was.
Like you wanted more ghost scenes, like more ghosts on camera.
More ghost scenes.
More backstory.
We didn't even talk about that big baby ghost that had like all the vomit on his chest. That was pretty gross.
The big ass baby and the little tiny mother. Or
Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious.
I don't know. We talked about the kid. Like, did we really like him? Like, would the movie have just been better without the kid, and he was just fighting for his daughter the whole time? You know.
Yeah. Or I would have liked, like, you know, if it was take Tony Shalhoub out and you had Matthew Lillard or a young person and his wife looking at the house. Take that whole family aspect out and just make it a wife and a husband with no kid. I don't know. Yeah, the kid bothered me. I would use that as an excuse to put it down to a 4.
Yeah. The kid in Tony Shalhoub.
I recently saw a meme where, like, you know, people somebody fighting for child actors to like not act in Hollywood, because Hollywood's just such a poisonous like type of environment for kids, and like we shouldn't have children actors. We should just have adults play children, and it's just like a mom walking into a room and Liam Neeson Hugh Jackson with a blonde wig, like, "Hi, mommy."
It's hilarious that you say that. The first thing that pops into my head is that guy from is it Benchwarmers? The guy who says he's on the baseball team. He's like, I'm 12 or something like that. I'm 9.
Oh yeah.
How old are you? It says right here, this age.
I'm this age.
You missed the application by 3 months. You're actually 8.5 and not 9.
He has that Benjamin Button disease.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone have any taglines?
The lines of tag. 13 Ghost.
This Halloween, evil has multiplied is the main taglines.
I would use the line that Chick said opening. Who are you to play God?
13 ghosts, because 12 wasn't enough.
13 Ghosts. One family is not so lucky. It was very unlucky. I don't know. Try to do something with 13.
How do you capture these ghosts? See that number 1-800 Ghostbusters.
13.
13 Ghosts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13 ghosts, all living rent free.
13 Ghosts. You know you want to buy the glasses.
13 Ghosts. We got a naked chick. Naked ghost. 13.
13 ghosts and I still can't get laid.
Oh. 13 Ghosts. Stage solid.
But one of the other, I think probably the golden one that I came up with was 13 ghosts. The gates of hell require a few sacrifices. Dang, your kid's voice changed, Franco.
Shannon Elizabeth is in this movie. What are we watching?
What are we watching?
She had some good fun scenes too.
Especially when she was getting dragged by the jackal.
She had some clothes rip off there, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Wink.
Wink, wink. But I mean, this is how would you end this movie? Everyone does?
13 ghosts. We all collect weird things.
Just like the collector.
How would you have ended it, Nick?
Shit. I think Monk just straight up Tony Shalhoub dies.
You want to kill off the single dad and kids have nobody? Damn.
Well, I mean, what we play throughout that Matthew later doesn't die, and he stays alive and he adopts the kids.
I'm curious if the gates of hell would have still opened since the machine was blowing up at that time as well.
Would you
Like, because if he jumped in, I mean, that would have made him the 13th goat. That would have opened the gates of hell or something. I don't know. I think that's what it was trying to get at. It's like, but
they should have like an alternate ending.
How about the mom, like, whenever she was like having that happy moment, asked for a divorce?
I always hated you.
Divorce. No.
I would have ended it by having them sacrifice the little boy, and then the whole place like would have just maybe like exploded. But like instead of saving the boy or Shannon Elizabeth, like Shannon Elizabeth escapes, she survives, and then the boy was the sacrifice.
Yeah. So the whole place explodes and you see a scooter fly out.
Yeah.
That's the ground.
And then Shannon Elizabeth just goes and gets ice cream.
Ice cream. Sounds like a fun ending. And she gets Jack Frost.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess for me too, it's just like I'm not a screenwriter or director, and I'm gonna pull this Stephen King here and say I don't know how I would have ended this movie.
Stephen King. I mean, the ghost just kind of just went off rolling freely.
Yeah, they just left.
It's like, all right, bye guys.
I would have had dinosaurs come out and be 13 Ghosts versus Jurassic Park.
It had a Jurassic Park ending.
You guys didn't know this, but this is actually the prequel to the first Ghostbusters. So,
is it? It's a prequel.
The Sam and Dean Winchester just roll up.
Courage of the Cowardly Dog rolls up too.
Courage of the Cowardly Dog, Scooby-Doo crossover.
The middle of nowhere.
What is that in the background? Is that like a toy?
It's Coco Melon.
Oh.
We should have just played with front as and like we don't hear anything. That's a ghost, man. There's nothing back there.
Right?
What are you talking about? It's at your house.
Yeah.
It's at your house. Someone's hacking your computer.
Like,
But,
Yeah.
I mean, I know it kind of sounds like a little joke, but in all seriousness, I would have ended it just with some kind of sacrifice. I don't know. I did really enjoy Matthew Lillard's message, though, like you guys said.
I think we were the sacrifice.
I mean, overall, it didn't seem like a lot of its stuff had a lot of deep meaning or anything. It's just one of those movies that you could just watch and enjoy just watching it. Like it was like almost like an action movie, but a horror movie that was an action movie. You just like watching it for fun. Action movies don't really have any too much substance to it. It's usually just like boom, bang, flashy things. You're entertained for an hour and a half.
There's definitely a lot of flash things.
I didn't get to see this in theaters, probably because I was only 11 when this came out. But do you guys feel like this movie had a Sci-Fi Channel feel?
Like it could have been a sci-fi original or something.
Yeah, just like I felt that this time around.
I mean, I've seen it on Sci-Fi, but no.
Like I just while watching the movie today, I enjoyed it, but I just felt like, man, this was something that was like in a big box office, huge opening weekend theater. Like that's how I felt.
So was Thanksgiving. I'm just kidding.
Of course.
Nick, you're never gonna live that one down, buddy. I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't get to see this in the theater, but I'm just like, I couldn't. I had a hard time believing, like, man, this was in the theaters at one point. I don't know. Made like $68 million opening, but I still felt like, man, I don't know.
I mean, we gave it all like a 4, but like Rotten Tomato gave it a 36. IMDb gave it a 5.6. I mean, it's overall, not many people seem to like it.
No, it's got trash ratings.
It's cult.
But it does, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cult following, basically, of people who like this movie.
Because of Matthew Lillard.
I mean, maybe. I mean, that's not why one of the... I like Matthew Lillard as an actor, but that's not one of the main reasons I like the movie.
It certainly ain't for Monk.
It's for like Go-Go's. That
It's for the angry princess.
Yeah.
Angry Princess.
The Ice Queen.
Yeah, I mean, it's the scenery, some of the ghosts are pretty awesome.
Yeah, effects.
Yeah, I think
effects and stuff.
that's the message I would pass along. Like, if there's anybody out there watching, or wanting to watch the movie, and you're watching the review, but you're like, I don't know if I want to watch it. It's got terrible reviews. Like, just go watch it for the practical effects, the makeup, the house, the way the house is presented as its own character. All the ghosts are unique. None of the ghosts are CGI'd. You get awesome makeup and in-depth scars and scratches and throat cuttings. Like, it's all practical, and that's one of the main reasons why this movie is so highly praised by me and you guys, I'm sure, is because it's all just, we can all appreciate the physical attributes of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the main reasons I like it. Yeah, go watch this movie, guys. It's a cult classic, but it's not a bad cult classic. It's not like Thanksgiving.
It's also on Netflix.
Netflix.
Hell yeah. Will you be my Netflix?
You want to chill? And
no, I just want to watch you all day.
It's fine. But yeah, it's good. It's a good movie, great movie. Fun review. It's, I don't know, man. You want to have anything to promote? Any fun shit?
What's next week, Nate?
Next week on UHD, we're doing Fear.com. Another early 2000s film. This stars Stephen Dorff, who plays Deacon Frost, which happens to be a movie that Franco is going to review pretty soon.
July 10th. I reviewed it yesterday, but it goes up July 10th.
Nice.
I feel like he's an underrated horror actor. He's done a few movies.
Yeah, another underrated horror actor is Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. Yeah, I went to go see The Black Phone, and it was pretty good.
Nice.
I've heard a lot of people say it's really good. Not just the fake media.
The fake media.
What about July 13th? That's Fuentes' pick, right, for the next episode of Friday the 14th?
That's actually my pick.
Your pick?
No.
I was gonna say you.
It's like at the July 13th, like the 13th.
What's today's date? Oh, okay.
June 29th.
Yeah. So the next pick I have, which I'm starting to blur if we've even reviewed this or not. Well, we got basically a whole new crew of hosts. But I wanted to actually we already reviewed Insidious, so I wanted to do Insidious Chapter 2. If not, to just compare the two and see if it even holds up from the first one. Because the first one was the only movie I think that I've given a 5. Was Insidious. So
It's Patrick Wilson. It was.
it is Patrick Wilson, man.
My early rating is going to be a 4.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now, mate.
You-
Insidious
I was
Chapter 2.
I was like, do you just hide all these like movies in your pants? Like you just pull them out? Oh, here they are.
It's like a clown trick. If you guys think that's entertaining.
Gotta bulge my shorts.
You could just tell him any movie and he'll pull it out of his pants.
The Black Phone.
That hasn't came out yet.
Damn.
The black. No, he's talking about what's
Sinister.
in your pocket. What's in your pants?
It's called The Black Phone.
He's like, I got something black for you. But it's not alone.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's it. Insidious Chapter 2. It's on Netflix right now, I believe. Um, yeah, I would check it out. I'm kind of excited. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I think mainly because I don't know if it came out right after Insidious. I felt like it took a while to come out. Chapter 2, and I think there's a chapter. There is a chapter 3. I think it's.
And there's a fourth one too.
There's four of them.
The fourth, but the fourth one's like a prequel, right?
I get them mixed up.
Or
Yeah,
is
I
the
think-
third one a prequel?
I think part 4 is the prequel. I get them mixed up, honestly, the third and the fourth one. But the fourth one's called The Last Key,
Yeah, the key.
and it has
I don't think I've ever seen the fourth one. Now that I think about it.
Lin Shay is her name, the older lady, the actress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now they're gonna make a fifth one. So
Just ruining my franchise.
your franchise.
Just kidding.
I think Patrick Wilson's actually directing her for the fifth one.
Oh.
Now Nick's really gonna have a black phone.
A hard black phone.
Everybody's on cream Japan.
Cream. I like cream. What about you? I was gonna say, what about you, Mr. Wan? Got anything planned for us?
For the next
Fans?
episode?
Well, not for necessarily our podcast, but your podcast.
Oh, tomorrow on this channel right here, 7:30. You guys can check us. Bonus episode, 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones. In a lot of people's eyes, it's considered the worst Star Wars movie of all time. But I think after Obi-Wan Kenobi just hit Disney Plus, I think it'd be a fun conversation to see where some of this can tie into. So the entire month of July on this YouTube channel exclusively, there's gonna be no audio for any of these episodes. It's only on this YouTube channel for the bonus episodes. All the movies that we're covering for the month of July is having the 20th anniversary. So yeah.
Nice.
Some of those movies include like John Q, Mr. Deeds. So all turning 20.
It's kind of crazy to think 20 years ago it's just 2000.
Yeah.
2001. 2002.
So let's see. Do you know on top of the head, like as far as like horror, like what came on those years?
You have 2000, 2002. So
Didn't The Collector come out around that time?
The Collector? No, Collector came
Oh.
on 2009. 10.
The Ring?
The Ring
What?
was one.
The Ring?
The Ring.
Did it already come out in 07? It was 02, right?
I probably
Or
I have
maybe
the
05.
Blu-ray right here.
I honestly don't know.
2002 actually, yeah. The Ring.
Just pull another movie out of his pants.
Did he?
Cabin
Yeah.
Fever,
I had
You
that one
got
too.
Resident Evil, Cabin Fever, The
Hurry,
Grudge,
hurry, Nick! They're coming. Just start pulling them out of your pants.
Halloween Resurrection.
Oh no, we don't know that.
I'm gonna review on UHD.
He
Signs.
said resurrection, Nick, not erection.
I know we're gonna be talking about Signs in August with Mel Gibson. Will turn 20.
Okay, you got me there. I don't have signs. I don't have any sci-fi horror.
This is your sign to get signs.
Queen of the Damned.
I saw the sign with Aaliyah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Here-
Scooby Doo,
Scooby Doo,
Blade
all the
2,
original.
It's technically a horror movie.
Blade 2,
Blade 2.
Fear.com.
Oh,
Oh.
Fear.com.
Gonna pull it out of his pants.
I already had it on my side. side.
The original Resident Evil turns 20 this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had the box set.
Well, you know what, Nick? I think we should fit that in somewhere.
Fit it in.
Fit it in.
Fit it in. Fit it in.
Yeah, but it is hard to believe that's 20 years ago was 2002. It's insane.
In
Oh,
memory.
13 Ghosts.
What? 13 Ghosts?
Yeah, it's 2001.
And then Monday, I found a way to record live. So on this channel, 1 o'clock Monday afternoon, our 200th episode is going to be live from a local theater here in Oklahoma City. So we'll be live on location for our 200th episode. So
I'll be ready to watch that.
Yeah, movie theater that's over 100 years old. So has a lot of historical meanings here in the city and state. So hopefully
So
everybody can join us.
you're live inside of the movie theater?
Yeah, we'll be recording live from the lobby of the movie theater. We'll have a lobby show. The entire lobby is going to be dedicated to our 200th episode. We'll have Independence Day streaming live on the TV, and people can come and go as they please and hang out, talk to us as we review a movie.
Wow,
So, yeah.
that's really cool.
Me and Nick are going to reserve our local theater and put that on the big screen.
Yep. So tickets are available now. I've shared all the links throughout the entire social media. You click the link and get a ticket. It's free. You just have to proceed to check out and get your free ticket. So
This is in Oklahoma?
Yep.
And
Monday, July 4th, Independence Day live. So
I think I can make it back to work in time.
there you go.
Lunch break.
You got a fever, right? Just don't go in that day.
I'm off of work on the 4th of July.
That's where we're doing it live Monday, 4th of July.
Let's see. I think it's a 10-hour drive, so
We'll have door prizes. There's going to be some prizes. Some of the prizes are actually behind me now that you can see. An X-wing picture up there, a Joker.
that title belt.
Title.
Hey,
The retired title.
if you can pin my shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds, you can have whatever you want.
I'll pin you
it's a
more than 3
24/7
seconds.
now.
Oh, well, I'm going to take something if I can pin you down for 3 seconds.
So it should be fun, and yeah, I'm excited.
Oh,
Nice.
that's really awesome.
It's got the big things.
So we're excited, and I have my movie picked out for the next episode of Friday the 14th, but I think I'll keep it under wraps for now.
Mm.
So
Is it under wraps? Just kidding.
it might
Oh,
be
shit.
is it a Nick's pants? If I say it and you pull it out, that's pretty impressive.
Right.
But I'll go ahead and say it now. I won't let you guys.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, we can wait till
You
next
wanna
week
wait?
or
All
next
right,
2
we'll wait.
weeks.
Oh, man. All right, Mr. Emo Salon. You got anything in the works?
Got everything that works, man.
Everything.
Got tomorrow full match from Gulf Coast Wrestling Alliance, hotter than Texas 3. Friday's episode 1 of the deep dive through the Upside Down, featuring Mr. Fuentes
Oh.
and Tiffany and Drew Dredd. Saturday, new episode of Uwu with Khan, AEW Ring of Honor superstar. Sunday's episode 3 of Mr. Fuentes, Behind the Mask with Mr. Fuentes, which is So in Love.
So in love.
Gotta make a guest appearance.
Anything Monday. Monday. No, just Cinnamon Moon Podcast 200 episode. Tuesday, OTOB, All of Us highlight. Wednesday, Yas Podcast, UHD. Next Thursday, another match.
When's another episode of The Fanboy?
The first episode drops July 10th, a week from Sunday. And then we're reviewing Blade, 1998.
Mm.
It was a good review.
I'm excited. Love me some Wesley Snipes.
We all do.
Nice.
What is it? Man, I forget the actor's name. But on Blade 3, where he's like, "Come on, motherfucker, oh, motherfucker, I like that."
Oh, I do got an announcement actually. Starting with this episode, Friday the 14th will be moving to Thursdays on Spotify.
Oh,
Nice.
It'll be uploaded Thursday, 3 a.m. So people driving to work can listen to it in time, or people getting off of work like me at 3 a.m. can listen to it.
hell
Little,
yes.
Little breakfast and Friday the 14th review, huh?
On a Thursday.
Nice.
On Thursday.
Slashing people up on a Thursday.
Thursday. All right, guys, it's been fun. Catch y'all later. See you on the next one.
Next one? Alrighty, guys.
See you later. Remember, folks, always bet on the bad guy.